Oh, hello, dude.
Do you hear that? It's the blessed sound of radio silence, which leads me to believe you have sweet, sweet news for me.
I do. The MSI and Iconoclasts are no longer transmitting. Is the data ready?
Yes, indeed. I am back in business. But before we get down to it, might I ask how you handled the problem? In the end?
Does it matter? Job's done.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Is that so?
I helped both MSI and the Iconoclast get what they wanted. Yeah.
I don't know how. The two are diametrically opposed and impossible to please. But it matters not how you fixed my problem, only that you did. I don't doubt that you are working with Phineas, but my contract specifies I relay any acquired information to the purchaser, and to the purchaser alone. However, to send the data, I will need your assistance in cycling the antenna's receiver, so I can input the needed adjustments.
Phineas doesn't trust many people. How do he hook up with you? Or fine, tell me how to fix it? Or I bet I have a whole new checklist of crap to do before it works, right? Yep.
Don't be ridiculous. We're resetting a broadcast tower, not filing taxes. There are no errands, spreadsheets, or rituals involved. It's simple, truly. I merely need you to waltz outside and throw the lever to cycle the power. I'll key in the numerical adjustments from in here.
I don't trust that it's that easy.
Someone has trust issues, though I can't hardly feign surprise. Yes, that is all. No, I am not mocking you. Much. Just step outside, flip the switch, depart forever. Understood? Good. Marvelous. We're in agreement.
This is why I stopped helping out around here, you know. It's always throw this lever, shoot that marauder, save my life. Just one thing after another with you.
I'm starting to see why you don't get much company out here.
Yeah, don't bust a blood vessel. Oh, give it some consideration.
Terrific. I'll be here, waiting with bated breath. Give a shout if the panel electrocutes you.
Should we, like, shoot this guy when we're done? We won't need him anymore. At least then we can't get any more quests from him. I really don't like him. But in games like this, at least in games like, I think Wasteland 2 is a really good example of it. That's a totally viable option.
Testing 1, 2, check, check. Sweet stars. But that is a beautiful sound. Can you hear me? We are a go for broadcast. Oh, and I also dispatched Phineas his data. Impatient prick. Worse, I'm now indebted to him for it. Now I'll kindly thank you to get out of my tower.
Happily. I won't bother you again.
Look, I am well aware that at times I may have the tiniest iota of a prickly exterior.
Oh, yeah?
I must admit, I have grown rather fond of you. As Nyoka can attest, I do not form attachments with many. Do take care.
Why, he told us to leave without flinging insults at our persons. He really does like you, Captain. What in the void-blasted hell is that?
Yeah, I knew it. I knew there had to be a reason for it to bring us outside. That doesn't look good.
Black holes. Did you see that?
Nope, didn't see it at all. The big ball of fire? Nope, totally missed it.
Look, there's not enough room in this tower for two sarcastic hullheads, so one of us has to knock it off. Right. I reckon we both know who that'll fall to. Oh well, a pity for the crew, but I can't see how it affects me. Hiram? Can you hear me? Did you see that? Architect, save me from swindlers and fools. Sanjar, what are you bloody doing on my channel? Did MSI or did MSI not cease broadcasting? Yes, but... Hiram, are you there?
Well, someone explain what's going on?
Ah, the good captain. The truth brings us together once more. Our salvation has come crashing through the stratosphere. We need only collect its weapons. Are you mad? That's a UDL gunship. You'd probably shoot your own toes off.
Surely we can talk this over.
Ah, I see you learned nothing while dealing with these buffoons. We could use the gunship's armaments to defend Stellar Bay, but we need its targeting module. Our message is so close to breaking free of this planet and spreading to the stars. Help us secure that module and we will save our colony. Listen, I don't care a single whit what you do so long as you leave me out of it. Which means, get off my void damn channel. I'm more than finished with you lot.
Well then, I guess I have a decision to make on that. Wow, that's like way over there, isn't it? I guess the quickest way to do it would be to fast travel over here, then head up that way, because I don't think I'm going to be able to get to there from here. So let's go to... I don't want to go to the landing pad, do I? Yeah, I guess that's my only choice. Going the other direction really isn't going to do much. So from here, we could just, head north up this way. And probably kill a bunch of mantisaurs and stuff along the way. I wouldn't doubt that this is like the first planet all over again. I think that this is going to be the theme here, which isn't necessarily bad. I probably should kill something to level up real quick. But, you know, you get to the end of a planet, then you make a big moral decision, you choose one or the other. That seems to be the case here. Not knocking it. I don't think that that's a bad thing. I just think at the moment, it's a wee bit predictable.
Suicide. If you got a way around it, ain't no shame in taking it.
Nope, let's not take it. We want to level up. Manta Queens.
Watch a pro at work.
Gonna get Manta owned. Wait, why is it not? Do it. Do your thing. I was hitting V over and over. Just did not want to do it. Okay, I'm gonna have to run. Heal. Let's kill the Manta Queen. Heal again. Lay down. Oop. Oh, shooting that. I didn't want her to shoot that. God, that's so annoying. Alright, use your thing. Crap, they're both dead. Okay, well, yeah, that's not ideal. Whoop, they're both up. OP. Get in there, shoot them. Keep firing. Ooh, right in the gut. Haha, level 22. Okay, let's heal up. I'll take both of those. I will, Manta Swarms ain't got nothing. I'll loot that one though. Okay, let's level. So, was it hack or lockpick that we wanted up? I think it was hack, right? We got to get that up to 60. It's not ideal, but it is necessary. So, I guess we get that up to 60 because lockpick's already at 70, but lockpick at 75 also is helpful. Maybe we do 5 in each, 55, and you know what? Let's just do 10 into this. And we'll apply. And we got our perk point that we get to throw in here somewhere. Lower detection radius. 15% melee damage returned to health. That's not useful for us at all. Penetrating shots. Your ranged attacks reduce the target's armor rating by 1 per hit. This effect lasts a short time and can stack multiple times. That's okay, but it's not great for us because we're using pistols. When I activate tactical time dilation, I continue to move at normal speed for a short time. Or headshot kills explode, damaging nearby enemies. I could deal increased damage at low health. I could do more science weapon damage. Which actually apparently stacks with weird science. So I can do 100% increase science weapon damage. That's actually not a bad idea. Let's do that. And then let's see if that changes that much. Not really, but I mean, we'll see if it does any more. Because I like the science weapons. I want to unlock them and I want to be able to use them. So I'm going to have to kind of start planning for that, I think. What do we got? Mantisaur. Mantipillar. Oh, that didn't do anything. Also, this one is... Whoa. Well, I guess that's one way to take care of that. Oh, wait, I need to reload. Here, let them do their thing. Yeah, just blasting it down. Whew. That is really cool. I'm taking it. I like that a lot. There. I know you guys are doing your things. It's like a CC gun. It's really cool. I gotta get to my other gun. Let's heal Ellie, please. Whoops. He whipped his head back. Alright, we're all good? We're all good. Okay, they can get up. That's cool. I like that science weapon a lot. It just completely crowd controls enemies. And it seemed to ignore friendly targets, which is really cool as well, because that means I can continue to use my companions and yet still utilize cool AoE effect weapons. I like that a lot. I'm gonna do the same thing here, see if it has the same effect on these guys. Hello, Raptidon. Answer is yes, it does. Oh, I was... Okay, give me a second. Hold on, let me reload. There we go. Much better.
Here we go.
Oh, she just shot a corpse. He was dead from the poison. Or from the corrosion, rather. This is fun. I like this. Get back here. Let's shoot him with the gun. Okay, what? You can't. That's not allowed. Okay, here we go. Can I get them up? It's not gonna let me res them. All right, that's. Oh, jeez, goodness. Turned around, he was right in my face. I mean, he will die. There we go. Whew. Barely. That guy moves fast. She wasn't kidding. If we had her wait around, it's probably better. You've gained like 5% of my level already, though. It's not bad. I just wish that wasn't so brutal. I don't see any other enemies here. And we're getting pretty close to the crash. Let's head up this way. Oh, wait, no, there's more enemies up that way. Let's head this way. I'm a quick save just in case I end up dying. I don't want to have to redo a lot of these combats. Yeah, that is a crashed ship, all right. Oh, we got some more Raptidons there. It looks like I can ignore them and head up this way. Sulfur pits. Yummy. The Raptidon Colossus, not an ideal enemy that I want to fight. So I'm going to try to sneak past. But that may not work very well. Oop. He didn't see anything. He's looking the wrong direction. Haha. This is why I got my sneak skill up. So I can just avoid all this. All right, what's going on in here?
Smells like death.
Well, it's a lot of dead
You know
bodies.
corpses shit themselves, right? I'll wait out here.
What, are you guys...
Yeah, me too.
Why are you guys waiting out there?
Captain.
All right, we're saving. What's this? It's a gunship, Cantankerous Canid. Really? That's your ID? Okay. Captain Matsu's captain key is active, but his life signs are no longer detected on the bridge. Logging flight hours while not present for duty is a violation of UDL policy. Eject his command key. Command key ejected. Run diagnostics. Main terminal online. Bridge controls offline. Engines technically functional. Hull integrity, don't ask. This gunship's operational parameters have exceeded acceptable damage ranges. The cost of any repairs necessary at your nearest UDL repair facility will be averaged among the crew. View logs. Let's see here. Let's look at the captain's log. CE's says something about spare regulator bypass something. Blah, blah, blah. I'm turning this towards the groundbreaker, firing up the engines and retiring. Better to be arrested than lose power and drift out into space. I just hope this old bird can handle one last trip. How in this law-forsaken colony is it so impossible to requisition parts? My chief engineer is barking at me to order yet another damn thing, and I can't even get a response from corporate. And then finally, another day, another ship lands on Terra 1 and we can't shoot him down. That makes... I've lost count. What's the point of being out here if we can't get some backup? Okay. And then start Mayday message playback.
Hello, my name's Jen. I'm the chief engineer on this gunship, and I'd like to let the record show that our captain is a total fucking hullhead. I told him again and again that without fixing our regulators, spinning up the engines are going to blow through our coils and we'll go flying off in a completely random direction. Well, here we are. Thinking we'll hit soil in about 30 seconds. This is your chief engineer signing off for what is probably the last time. It's a shame you can't see this middle finger I'm holding up, because I'm doing it as hard as I can.
Well then. Okay, well, let's go in here. Let's see if we can find anybody alive, maybe. You never know. It's kind of a wreck, though. And, oh, there was something back there. There's a person. Loot him. I think these doors are definitely locked. Doesn't have power, so that makes sense. We'll climb up, though. And we will check in here. Okay. What's this? Use? Use. Oh, pick up Cantankerous Canid targeting module. Okay, so we received the gunship's targeting module. Now we have to decide who we take it to. Oh, I'm just sliding. Wow, that did a lot of damage. A little janky. Oh, there's hostiles nearby. I'm gonna have to take care of these raptidons, I think. Or I'm just gonna have to head over here. Maybe that'll help. Or is there raptidons over there too? Jeez, they're everywhere. My goodness. What the heck? Can we sneak past, please? Let's just hop over, get around, head up this way. No, you don't want me. You want to stay over there. Are we good? Maybe? Okay. So, how do I want to handle this? The Iconoclasts, I kind of feel bad for them. And Stellar Bay, I also kind of feel bad for them. Let's go check to see what they have to say. Because they may have a compelling argument of whether or not to give it to them. Or they may not have a compelling argument at all, in which case I'll just go to Stellar Bay. I feel like we did the right thing.
Captain, we should chat.
On the first planet.
Graham's got the right idea, but he isn't the right guy to execute it. I don't even think he's motivated by philosophism anymore. I think he's just guilt-ridden. I can't believe I'm even saying this, but I keep going over and over it in my head, and the only way I see the Iconoclast surviving is we depose him.
Ooh, okay. And yeah, what, you gonna run it instead?
Yeah. Hell, most of our people listen to me already.
Okay. I don't even have perception that I could do there. Isn't this going against the philosophist way? The Iconoclasts may take your orders, but most of them believe in him and his teachings. Or do I just ask what she'll do? And yeah, what are you gonna do if you're in church?
Take Stellar Bay. Lick our wounds. Eventually, figure out how the hell we're going to spread the word to the rest of the colony.
Okay, yeah, and let's talk about they believe in him.
Sometimes, you gotta do what's best for someone, even if they think you're wrong. Even if it's painful. When we're in Stellar Bay, they'll come around.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm going to confront him. Can I count on your support?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know if I want to go against him. I mean, he's been kind of a butthead this entire time. But I think I just go give this to Stellar Bay, because I don't want her taking Stellar Bay. I think that would be a bloodbath.
It has to happen.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it. Amber Heights was a long time ago. He's changed, or Graham's free to do what he thinks is right. Isn't that what this is all about? Yeah.
You're right. And he's right. Don't get me wrong, Captain. I still believe in the message. The Iconoclast way is strong, but right now, that's not enough.
But, I'm not gonna do it.
Damn it, Captain. Thought you and I were starting to see eye to eye. I get it. This is a tough decision. I won't act without you. But we're out of time. Once you give us that targeting module, I gotta prepare to march.
But I'm not going to give it to you. Let's go ask him. Let's go see what he has to say.
The gunship. Have you secured its targeting module?
No. What do you plan to do with it?
Mount its guns to our walls or the walls of Stellar Bay. The board is coming, Captain, and these weapons will defend us from their blasphemies.
Right, you really think the board is going to attack you?
Why wouldn't they? As we speak, our message assaults their populace through their favorite entertainment mediums. Surely their retaliation will come soon.
I mean, surely their retaliation will come from orbit, where you can't do anything about it. I know you're responsible for the Amber Heights massacre.
When I founded the Iconoclasts, I did so amidst the ghosts of this planet's past. Since then, many have asked me, why here? Were you involved in the massacre? Was that some gruesome plot to clear a path for my dreams? My response to you is the same as to all others. The death of MSI was an incidental tragedy. I'd have walked this path with or without it.
Right. I don't buy it. They were going to leave the planet, but you killed them anyway. It's true. Yeah.
I did no such thing. Their deaths came in the night while I slept in Stellar Bay. And regardless, we're discussing a past long since left behind.
I know, it's relevant.
Those ghosts still haunt me. But they needn't curse my people. When the entire colony has embraced our truth, perhaps then the perpetrator will come into the light. Until then, it does us no good to dwell on past mistakes.
Why, though? Why did they deserve death?
If I were the type of man to make that decision, and I assure you I am not, I'd have to be so obsessed with dismantling their regime that I'd turn to desperate measures. I have since learned that their mistakes will end them in time, and that we will persevere where they do not. But back then, suffocating under that oppressive culture, I can understand a lesser man than myself making a terrible, ghastly mistake.
Calling a massacre a ghastly mistake is putting it a bit mildly, yeah. So a stupider younger you thought you were doing it or the world a favor, yeah.
If MSI had abandoned this place and taken to Terra 2, any hope for our salvation would have been lost. Here, without the shackles of the Halcyon board, we are free to grow as the universe intended. Had we fled with MSI, our spirits would have withered. You've seen that withering yourself. The colony is dying. The massacre of Amber Heights, unfortunate as it was, presented the slim possibility of saving the souls of Terra 2. Here we are, poised to do just that.
You can't play judge, jury, and executioner like that, yeah.
Free will is a double-edged sword, Captain. The universe judges us all. Whether your choices are helpful or harmful to the cosmos is not up to you. Those executives were found to be poisonous to the spirit of humanity. They were doomed, whether by the hands of man or beast, their time was coming to an end. And here I am, a paragon of the eternal truth, leading a society of like-minded people. The universe has found me worthy, despite whatever sins you believe I've committed. Let us speak no more of this, Captain. We have a message to spread and a colony to save. The gunship. Have you secured its targeting module?
I think I've heard enough. Before we get to that, I want to know something.
All right.
What's your story? I want to know about... No, okay. So let's go.
The gunship.
Whoops.
Have you...
Not yet. All right. Later, loser. You're on your own. If you want to be protected, you go to Stellar Bay. I'm not condemning all of Stellar Bay. That's the thing. It's like... It's kind of the same argument he's making. He's like, I want to protect everybody. But he very clearly believes that he isn't going to. He's going to let people die if it means, you know, his philosophy is pushed upon the world. So at least with them, they're going to protect everybody here. There's more population here. I want them to protect the people more so than him.
If the Iconoclasts reach that ship first, there won't be any chance for a peaceful monarch.
I don't suppose you've found the targeting module yet. I've sent patrols, but They're running into trouble with the Iconoclasts.
Could you agree to a truce with the Iconoclasts?
They're all mad. And what's more, they left us. I don't see any way for us to work together.
I've read your reviews, Sanchar. You can't do this alone.
Not this again.
Remember what we practiced, sir?
Yes. The words in those reviews were very hurtful, but they do not define me. I am a mantipillar, and my will is my cocoon. I can emerge and become whatever I wish.
You're good with the details, but you could use someone who sees the big picture. Yeah, the people who wrote your reviews are the same type of people you'll deal with on the board. Or pull your head out of your booty. Don't screw this opportunity up over your wounded pride. Now, let's go with the first one.
You two?
He has a point, sir. And it's not all bad.
Supposing you're right, who exactly would you have me work with? The Iconoclasts are not the most compromising sorts.
How did things get so bad between you and the Iconoclasts?
How do these things ever start? Once upon a time, Graham and I saw the same problems with MSI. A rigid corporate structure with no regard for its people. But where I wanted to reform MSI, he only wanted to take it apart. As if starving in the wilderness is somehow better than starving under corporate mismanagement. He won't hear reason now, and I wouldn't trust him again.
Okay, what about Graham's second in command?
That's an interesting suggestion. I confess I don't know much about her except that she worked for Rizzo.
There ain't a body on this planet that can keep a group patched up like she has. I don't know how she does it.
I'd be willing to consider it, but I need to see her review first.
Are you serious?
One can't be haphazard about these things.
I hate this guy.
Besides, if you think her skills will complement mine, then we should see what those skills are.
Fine.
Excellent. Her review would be in the Rizzo offices in Cascadia. Bring it to me, and I'll see if she's qualified.
Fine, whatever. Okay, why do you need the targeting module?
Well, because the module controls the weapons systems.
I mean, why do you need the gunship's weapon systems?
Because once we mount them on Stellar Bay's walls, no Marauder or Raptidon will ever be a threat to us again. Stellar Bay will be as secure as any other settlement in Halcyon.
Right. Just don't ask me to lug a bunch of cannons from that ship, too.
Don't worry. We'll send an engineering team for those later. We'll have to disconnect them from the rest of the ship.
Of course, they'll be useless without that targeting module, which is why it's critical that you retrieve it.
Right. Says the guy sending me to go get it.
Well, surely you don't mean that. I thought we were in this together, like a team. I'm the dashing mastermind with a head for numbers, and you're my roguish sidekick who always gets the job done. And you're just a little bit smitten with me, but won't admit it.
This game has a way with writing that is very charming. Anyway.
The point is, this weapon system would be a powerful advantage, and we can't risk the Iconoclast getting it.
Right. I don't see how UDL is going to let you keep their toys.
The board's own salvage and recovery clause 32B would say differently.
And they won't dare challenge us over this. Not after the data you found on their experiments here.
Right, okay. So, enough about the gunship.
Good, because we haven't a moment to lose.
I'll let you know when I've made progress. So we got to do two things. We have to go get the reviews, and we got to go talk to the second in command. I had shut her down, but, you know, after seeing what Graham has up his sleeves, or what he's capable of, I'm feeling more okay with just letting nature take its course. As in giving the targeting system to the people who there's some marauders, giving the targeting system to people who aren't just gonna abuse it, or people that will let people die. That's not okay too. That's another thing, right? I gotta find this review though. That's the first thing. Which I gotta loot everything. Did I already come in here? There's a workbench. Let's repair my stuff real quick. Repair all equipped. Bam. Okay. I don't remember coming in here, but I kind of do. Welcome to the offices of Rizzo. Yeah. Messages, available messages. Okay. I'm not going to read through it. Look, I just want her review. I don't. Oh, hello there. Which one should I use? Crap. Bam, bam. Ooh, wow, he just exploded. His body literally exploded. It was intense. Okay. Right, where are we going? We need to get to the review. The review is in here. So if we, let's take all that. Give it to me. I want it all. And we'll go on to this. View data. Executive review, Blackwood Zora. Zora is a top-notch sawbones with a good head for working under pressure. She knows how to assimilate large amounts of detailed information to make a quick decision. Her competence and decisiveness have allowed her to restore more than a few limbs and digits lost to carelessness around the machinery. Recommend for Employee of the Month. Wow. Export the review to external data pad. Okay, we're going to remove it. Who's Cecile? Cecile's enthusiasm for Rizzo's products is unmatched, and he displays an impressive knowledge of company products. He's exactly the kind of worker we need to keep at our storefronts. Do not promote beyond store manager. Ooh. Awkward. Okay, so let's head up here. What do you mean there's hostiles nearby? I'm tired of this hostiles thing. Come on. No, there ain't no hostiles here. Look, I've killed most of them except the guys out back, in which case I don't need to kill them. Can I travel from here now? Yes. Okay. Boom. Let's go give this back to Sanjar. Be like, yo. Oh crap, I went the wrong way. Be like, yo, I got your information. And hopefully this all works out. Because she seems like a cool person. I like how I've changed my tone on that. I'm like, I don't want to help you. Let's go see what Graham has to say. Then he's like, well, you're maybe a little crazy.
Any luck bringing the Iconoclasts to the bargaining table? I don't like the idea that they'll be trying for that module while we delay.
Well, give him Zora's review.
Very well. I can't promise anything, but let's see what we have here. Well, it seems like she's actually very qualified.
If it weren't for her, I'd wager the Iconoclasts would have died off a while ago.
I wasn't expecting to say this, but if you can put her in charge and convince her to agree to a meeting, I'd be willing to discuss terms.
Right. Okay. Very well. So let's go put her in charge. Gonna have to head down here to Amber Heights, talk to Zora, be like, yo, I'm here to help. Unlike last time when I kind of blew you off.
You make up your mind?
Yes. Let's do this.
Okay. Deep breaths. This is what's best, Zora. Time to save Monarch.
She has no idea that I have manipulated things around a little bit here to make this better for my
Captain,
needs.
You must be back with the access codes to our new ship.
Oh, yes.
Graham, we need to talk.
Awkward.
We have work to do. This isn't the time for one of our spats.
I'm sorry, Graham, but Zora's taking over.
What? Zora?
You're running the Iconoclasts into the ground, and I don't believe it'll get better after we take Stellar Bay. The troops take orders from me already, and you've brought me as far as you can down the eternal path. It's time to step down.
The troops? Listen to you. This isn't an army. They aren't soldiers. They're believers. Followers. They pick up a gun because you tell them to, not because they want to. And you, Captain, after all you've done for me, for us, you throw behind this mutinous blasphemer?
Why do you have to say it blasphemer? That's so weird. You're about to take over a planet. You can't handle the responsibility. Or I do. She's got best interests of the Iconoclasts at heart. Or I just think she's a better leader. Well, no, I do. I think she's got the best interests.
I built this movement from the ground up. I've brought freedom to Monarch, and all these years later, we're still free.
I joined because I believed that you were in it for the Iconoclasts. That you wanted nothing more than to bring freedom to Halcyon. That you were selfless. But I know the truth now, Graham. I know what happened in Amber Heights. You didn't start this movement because you wanted to save us. You wanted to save yourself.
No.
No, those deaths are on your hands, Graham. No amount of meditating will clean that. Yeah. You ran. You needed a clear conscience, so you ran.
I escaped the corruption of the endless cycle of corporate greed. Yes, I ran from that. But now I'm ready to face it once more. I've spent years atoning for my sins. I've studied, meditated, taught. I built the Iconoclasts so that any man could cast away his past for a fresh start.
That's your answer, Graham? You needed a fresh start? After all those innocent lives? I'm sorry. I believed in you once. I did. But it's over. Stand down.
I won't. What happened back then was a mistake, and the colony has moved on. This is my movement. These are my people. If you want to lead them, you'll have to kill me.
That isn't necessary, or not much of a choice here. No, that's not necessary.
Please, don't make me do this, Graham.
If this is where my path ends, I accept it. But as long as I draw breath, I will not abandon them.
So be it.
Incoming!
Okay. Wow, he got wrecked. I didn't mean to blow his legs off, too. It's awkward.
Well, Captain, here we are. Killed a lot of people in the name of the Iconoclasts, and it never feels right. But this time, it's especially wrong. You've got the... Void help me. I'll never remember what that thing is called. The device from the ship. Do you have it?
Hold on. I was thinking you and Zanjar could join forces.
I've thought about it, but I think we're too far gone. Pulling Carlotta's support was crossing a line.
Persuade. Zanjar has corporate resources you could use to spread the message.
You know, Captain, I never thought about that. Maybe he could be taught the eternal truth. Spread the message from within the corporations. All right. If he's willing to talk, I'll give him a chance.
All right, cool. I've already spoken to him. He's agreed to meet.
Well then. I've got to prepare a few just-in-case measures. But when you're ready, let's meet at the old OSI church outside Stellar Bay.
All right. Well, that went better than anticipated, minus the fact that we had to just blow that guy into pieces. Look, he wouldn't back down. He made his choice. So let's head over here and do some negotiating.